What is up, traders? Welcome back to the LPR Trading Group YouTube channel. I've got another video for you today. It's another live trading session. We're in voice channel on Discord. I'm sharing my screen. I'm chatting with the crew's chatting back. We're discussing our trade ideas. We do have one loser, I believe it was recorded, and we do have one really good winner that we talked through. We also talked about some trading mindsets, how people used to trade in the past and why that's kind of no good, and why we should transition our mindsets into more of a process focused mindset rather than what's the result day to day. I just wanted to remind you guys, this is our website. Feel free to visit it. We also do have a TikTok and we do have an Instagram, obviously YouTube because you guys are watching right now. If you could follow or subscribe to those, that'd be great. I'm not super active on them. I really focus on YouTube and the chat room. I mean, there's members in the chat. There's good friends in the chat room, sort of like a second family, and that's where I want to put my focus. So on the social media front, it's a little lackluster here, if I'm being completely honest, but just a follow for the support. If I do see the follows roll in, we will definitely start crushing it on these social media platforms. With that being said, enjoy the video.
Give us at least a higher low before you take off.
It's not wanting to give us
Right?
anything. Just gotta wait
I
for it.
suppose, well, it wasn't really a higher low. I was going to say after the low, there was those two imbalances close, but yeah, it wasn't enough of a pullback.
Yeah, I mean, I was waiting for below that 76.50, and then I would have definitely been a little bit more eager to hit the button. But
Oh, here we go. So it did that thing where it hits the 20 EMA. It just rejected real hard off that, almost off of it. So this is one of those days where it just trends down with the 20 EMA. Pay attention to that, maybe.
Yeah, good. Yeah, the 20 was like around 90.25. Yeah, there's a little sell-off. Okay. Okay, there you go. Okay, so here's another pivot that it created at 79.50. If we get that double trap there, definitely be interesting. Imbalance here too at it's at 81.50 to 80. So we might get back there again.
Stacking, it's holding.
Mm-hmm.
3 times it's bounced off that now.
Yeah, I just want to hold like the 80 level, 80, 82 level. I'm buying imbalance down here though. It took me to take it, so I'm okay.
Oh, you took it?
No, no, I didn't get a double imbalance down there, so I didn't take it.
I didn't. This stack was tempting as a higher low pullback, but
Yeah, I guess the stacking you could have taken too, and
especially since it bounced off it 3 times, it never re-entered the stack, just bounced right off top of it.
yeah. I think when people are just buying the pullbacks into that big green candle. It looks like to me like they were just trying to take it out. And they haven't taken out all of it yet, but 75 could be interesting. So now we got a pivot at 94. Sorry, let's say 95. That wants to get tested probably. Let's see what do we get there. Either get a rejection or push it through. See, these still look pretty good there though. I would definitely not take the short here, in my opinion. For me, risk rewards is not there. It's in the middle of a range. CD strong, and I probably wouldn't take it long either because the pullbacks, the risk reward just not there.
Yeah, the long was that double imbalance on the when CD was diverging, but it was so spread, it was just hard. Kind of had to take a chance on it.
Exactly. The one that was good was at 848. So you got a low and then you got another buying balance, and that was about within 8 ticks. That wasn't bad. You probably have to take 10 tick risk on that one. It still wasn't bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it was within the 8 tick rule.
Yeah, because if I see this imbalance, that means I'm gonna hit the buy, and I'm probably gonna get filled at 83, 83.50, and then my stop is gonna be 79. So I'm taking a 4 point stop on that. That to me, just my personal thing, it's like too much. Those doing
84.25 is where I have a.
Yeah. Another thing you could have done too is like if you take like MES and then you scale into it, you could have taken two, and then if it pulls back and gives you another buying and balance at a better price, and you can add two more. Stop it still the same. So that's just not for me. All right. So there's getting a rejection here for 95 with CD pushing. That's very interesting.
The stack again.
And if you're taking that 95, your target would have been 79. Say 80, 15 points. It's actually less small than what it is. It's 15 points. Not terrible. With CD pushing up, who knows if it's gonna get there? This candle was not inspiring to take along though. It's a big push down.
And imbalance up at the 95 level was 7, 8 ticks away from the top. So,
Yeah.
if you're looking for a really good entry, that's pushing it.
hmm Yeah, on the from the footprint side, that looked really good. So 27 or 58. That's you even have the one in balance, and then a two with 13. That's about 7 ticks in, which is good. Come on, push below 79.50, man. I hate when it does like these random bounces.
It's going to go flat and consolidate for a while.
Yeah. I think that at some point this thing is either gonna just rip really hard or it's gonna go fall. Just waiting for some kind of move here. Looking at equities, Tesla, we did sell off a little bit in the morning. We're sort of ranging right now. Apple is mostly ranging all day. Microsoft range, and then it broke out tiny bit. NQ looks very similar to ES right now. No surprises here. Come on, drop it.
I'm looking for longs below
Disappear.
82.25, and that's about it for me right now.
Sorry, Dave. Could you say that again?
I'm looking for longs below 82.25, preferably below low of day with a CD that continues to trend up. But I like the pivot there at 948, 82.25. Somewhere from there until low of day is nice, or even below low of day. That's sort of my value zone, if that's what you want to call it. Like, if longs are positioned in here from low of day, or the 948 candle, 949 candle, where do we inflict pain on them? Below 82.25, right? That's what we want to find. We want to find where's that pain for the buyers, where the sellers going to be getting short, like bad sellers, of course, and then we want to try and capitalize on that.
Drop it already. Let's go. There we go.
At this point right now, CD is way too strong to not try a long for me below 82.25. If we get some holds and balances, um, and those pieces of the puzzle start rolling in. And I'm willing to try this one or two times if CD continues this sort of uptrend here. I look at all the bigger name stocks. They seem to be like rolling over with the market. All the stocks outside of Google look like they're going to like double bottom with ES. So if that like big retail double bottom play turns into a play, we get imbalances down here. CD holds strong. Uh, we're in at best price, win or lose, if we start getting along into below or just above low of day. Um, okay, this is actually a good time. Here, let me share my screen for a second. When you guys can see it there.
Yep.
Okay, so this is a good time to explain this. This to me is value, somewhere under this area, like right in this area. Now, what's set up here was a diddle in the middle trap, okay? You get this lower low, CD making this higher high. Could this work? Sure. Is there really good value here? No. Like this is our value area. No one's really panicking below this pivot. So these are the ones we need to learn how to stay away from. It's within a range. This is the high. This is the low. Obvious range we're putting in. I know it's diverging on CD. I know we've trapped the pivot low. These are going to be losers more often than not. And when they are winners, you don't win a lot. Okay, so just try and stay away from these type of trades. of daybreak. Got a small piece on. I'm out. Could still be value below here. We can't like completely disregard it just yet. But we just gotta wait a minute. My only issue with this is I don't have any major volume down here. There is this nice little breakout area actually, which could hold. But we shall see. Okay, last try for this move at the breakout, double imbalance at the low, stop below the low, quarter size, last shot for a long. This 50% range of the 15-minute initial balance is holding really well here. This would be a target for a long. And if we end up failing, we're going to look for stuff like 20 EMA, possible trend day, 15-minute initial balance lows. So where like the mindset will flip. The big obstacle right now is holding here. Maybe we put in some structure down here, but then we have to push this 15-minute initial balance low. If we don't, it just stays weak. It's a short. Well, it's a short at that time.
Balance down there and it broke by one tick, and then you got another downward imbalance with a higher downward imbalance. The 113 should hold, and 73 should hold. I made long as well.
It's got to get over this 15-minute initial balance low. If it doesn't, it's going to be a short. This is very similar to yesterday, actually. If I could go over there, come here, right here. So it's similar to this idea. We broke down here. This is pre-market low. Can't get through, can't get through, can't get through. It stays short. We stop out. So this will act. This will be, just pretend like this is the 15-minute initial balance. If and as we get back up into it, we've got a hold structure, push above it, and hold. So for example, we got to get into this, either break right through, hold it, or hold structure below it, then break, hold, and go.
Yeah, I gotta get over 78, 79 area. Seems to be struggling there.
Either way, if we buy here and this trade does end up working, we have best price, most value. We're allowed to stop out of these.
Go.
Beautiful.
Nice. Very nice. There we go.
Oh, this is a big test of the 15-minute initial balance low. Looked weak going into it. We have to, like I said, we have to try and hold some structure here. Buyers absolutely have to step up. And if they do, we need a push and a hold above here. This is still 50-50. And it's okay that it's 50-50, right? Because if we're making 10x our money, when we win, we can take these 50-50 trades, no problem. Flip a coin for 10 times your money. I'm super ambitious with these targets. My first target is like 90-75 area. I'll take a stop or I'll make the target. 90-75 is like sort of up in this area right here. One thing that we can keep an eye on, and I probably will do this, I've drawn this like channel in here. High of day, very blatant downtrend here, right? We could reject this downtrend and continue lower.
I'm out here. I got a really good entry, like at least 5R.
Good job, man.
So
I'm going to actually sell 2 here, 2 out of my 10. Super small. And then I'm holding the rest. Sell that there, this around here. Sell this here.
and just let the rest run.
Yep.
You typically not do that though. Do you just try to hold full size?
Yeah, like I was in half size, so I was in 10 MES, and I'll just try and split the position into 2 and say, okay, like, where could and should we get to? And I like this area right here. It's sort of these 50% areas of the initial balance. It's where we've been getting rejected. So, okay, can we get back into the 90s? Probably. This is where I want to take some off. And then where's like ultimate target? It's probably into high of day. And my hope is I get the 90s, we pull back, we trap, hold initial balance lows, we add, and then we get high of day again for a bigger partial essentially, and then we look for runs through the highs. Good trade, guys.
Really strong. Really strong. And I think at
Anywhere
some
up
point
here,
we'll
as soon
get
as we start
pullbacks.
getting weak, I'm gonna kill this. If we can get like to the high 89s. Sorry, Carlos. Um,
No, that's
I
fine.
I like this 97 or sorry 90.75. But if we get in here, I'm not gonna flirt around for a tick.
Yeah, I think the 95 area, it'll be a good first target. And then if you're still holding, I think we get either to that supply zone or above it. Those will be the targets, unless it starts failing off that 95 with CD. But if CD breaks high at some point here, um, I think that we move higher.
What we don't want, and like this is gonna sound weird, um, truly what we don't want is we don't want to move straight to high of day. Not saying I'm against it. I mean, you know, give us our move at like no pain, whatever. But truly, when you start trading this way, what you're wanting is okay, get most of my position out, like half my position out, and then you really want to see some more structure, some nice like ebb and flow price action here. Oops, sorry guys. To get bigger on the trade, you want to add back what you took off before we get to these big areas, and sometimes it just doesn't do it for you, and it's fine because we still get paid. But this is essentially what you're going to start wanting, right? Like, please don't go to high of day right now. Give me some more structure. Let me get bigger again, and then you can go to high of day. Thank you.
Yeah, makes sense. Got 95.
Who's all in this? I know Wade was.
Me.
Carlos, nice. Good, good.
I've never seen this, bro. By the way, I've never seen this shit hit the target that fast.
Well, I mean, first
Unless it does
target
like
is
a one
always the
candle.
best. Like, hitting first target's always the best. Like, really quick.
Look at it. It did it in after it started moving. It was like one, two, three, four, five, six, 1 minute candles straight to 20 points.
Hmm.
Remember, I was like, when I see these sell-offs, I was like, I like to see three legs down, and we got our first leg down. It broke the low for a second leg down, and then it broke that low for a third leg down, and that's where I entered.
Beauty, man.
I
Very
don't know what it
A
energetic.
is
lot of
like
orders there.
when you have leg downs like
95.
this. It seems like usually they're in numbers of three.
I've actually heard that previously. Exactly that in legs, and I think
I've
that.
just identified it myself in my
Mhm.
last 3 years of trading. Like it's common, not always, but probably like 75% of the time you get three good leg downs.
And what's going to happen to? I think the whole like theory behind like legging down like that is, let's say we're moving down, we push up, we move down again, right? So initial move, and then we move down again. Every time we push down and break lows, um, sellers have to get weaker and weaker. Why? Because as you move down, you're just upping your chances of coming into that big buy demand territory, right? So supply gets weaker, and they say, okay, we're not willing to sell any lower anymore. Um, so they start saying we want to start selling up here, and like the more times you're going to break down, the bigger chance you have of sellers passing the puck to buyers and say, okay, now it's your turn. You guys buy it up, so I can sell here. You know what I mean? Um, and I think that's just natural ebb and flow of the market, really. But good on you for recognizing the whole leg thing. That's awesome. I got to be back in 1 sec.
Yeah. So if anybody, for whatever reason, is taking short here, I probably would not be doing that. We could get a pullback, but CD looks super strong. CD is very close to the high. Also, I put the line there on the chat if you guys want to see it. It's a red line there, and it's much closer than that now. So yeah, could we get a pullback? Absolutely. But do we get a pullback enough to get to low of day? It's less likely. The probability is just not there. So shorts will probably not be in effect until we break high day, we get into that supply zone, see how it reacts. But I still think that today we might get higher um, based on the trends that I've had on my chart. So as long as those trends hold, I think that those longs are still in play. And we didn't quite get to my trend that I had on the 15 minute and 1 hour. It almost got there. Here, did I put it on the? You can see it on one of the charts that I posted. Those two blue lines, those are the trend lines. Point maybe we do get a trap low a day and then it goes higher, but right now it looks like it's not gonna do that for a while. Oof.
Oh, we can't complain.
Nope. It's just
About as
that,
straight
man.
up as you get.
Yeah, this is like the most painless trade I've been on.
I
think
am
ever.
so trained to take profit at like over like 1 or 2 R. I need to break that habit.
It takes some time, yeah, man. I agree. It took me some time to get over that as well, and I still struggle with it here or there. But it's like when you go through like years of that, like oh, take partial here, partial there, like your mind is just like so programmed to do that. But you gotta just somehow work through that, and the best way that I can tell you is what I do is once I get in my order and I have my stops, I take my hands off the keyboard. I just like it is what it is. Like I try not to look at it or whatever it is you got to do to just you have your targets, you know where you want it to go because you back tested it. It either gets there or it doesn't, and you have to be okay with it. That's all. The only thing that has helped me. Hopefully that helps you. But because it's not about oh partials or it's not about oh it's moved enough. Let me take some off. It's did it get to where it needed to get to, and then with the software that you probably have, it's very easy to just put target on right and put your stops. So there's no thinking involved.
Was your target 95 here? I'm just curious.
95, yeah, 95.
Did you take it off there or partial?
Yeah, yeah.
Are you? Oh, you're all out now.
No, no, I'm still holding one. That's my first target.
Nice.
I'm looking for at least high a day, and then I'll move my stop higher, and then hopefully it gets higher than that. But I'm okay if it gets to the high day and it starts selling off. I might take it off.
What a great way to end the week.
Absolutely.
This was a pretty close drawing, that we put in here. Wow. It's pretty cool.
Funny how that works, huh?
Funny how it works, man. It's almost like we know what we're doing or something.
Who knew?
So wait, you ended the week good? Green? Nice.
Oh yeah.
Good job, man. Is there like some really weird difference between, making 1 hour, 2 hour on a trade to seeing these
Yeah, I'm
10,
finding
20 hour
it.
trades play out?
I'm finding it hard breaking my training of taking
Mm-hmm.
partials at like over 1 hour. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's bad in this case. This type of trading, I need to hold more.
Mm-hmm. It's all the patience thing too,
Taking
right?
less
It irons itself
trades with
out.
that higher value potential, need to hold more. Like before, my value potential was like 1 to 2 R. So it makes sense to take partial at 1 or 2 R.
Right. So
But now
look
it's
at
like
this trade.
10 R, so I need to like take a partial at 5 R at the soonest.
Mm-hmm. Right, right. And I think it feels better naturally because when you get your winning trades, like they're winning trades, right? Relative to what you're losing. What was your entry on this? Do you remember, price wise? You said you had a pretty good entry.
Let me see if I can check. Let me. I don't have the window that tells me my entries.
Yeah,
Just a
no,
second.
no biggie.
Yeah, the way to think about it too is this is what Dave told me a long
So
time ago is that
oh,
no, go ahead, you go first.
I market entered right at 74.50, I believe.
Oh, that's a great entry.
Nice.
So
That's where I got
74.50,
in.
we're up with 25 points. So you're on like, what was your stop below 73?
I did what did you say it was 72.75.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so like you're talking, geez, I don't know, 20R right now.
If I would have held it, yeah.
You know what? Naturally, though, as you take these trades and you see them play out, you have more confidence in your trade
Comfort
setup.
level, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna let it go.
Right.
You're gonna be able to let it go.
Yeah, I was gonna say earlier too, something that Dave. I was gonna say something that Dave told me a long time ago is that if you take this trade and this trade goes 10R, right, and this is where your normal target is, even if you get that, only 2 times out of 10, well, you're gonna get 20R out of that, and even if you get like 8 trades that lose, and you're still up, right? You're still going to be up like 12R, 13R, whatever that is. So you just got to try to think about it that way. Where okay, if I take a loser, I take a loser. Who cares? You could lose like yesterday. Look what Dave said, right? He lost like 5 trades in a row, and then one trade, put him in the green by quite a bit. So that's the way you have to kind of look at it. Is to go, okay, I just want to take a good trade. I want to like have all this information. This is where I want to take a trade, or this place. These are the only 2 trades. These are the only 2 bullets that I have today. For example, maybe if you have 3 or 4 bullets, whatever it is. But if you take that trade, okay, this is the potential that that trade has. If it starts working, you just let it go. And then if it gets there, you just got a 10, 20 hour trade, whatever that was. Now you could take, how many losers the same way and still be okay. So that's the difference between profitable and non profitable because now if you took a 2R trade, okay, it's 2R, it's good. But now if you lose 2 trades in a row, you're back to break even. If you take a third loser, you're now in the red. Now, if you took this trade and you let it go, now you have like 10, 20R, whatever that is, just sitting in the bank, and you're like, okay, I have all these bullets now that I can play without. That doesn't mean that you just go crazy and start taking all these different trades, but it means that you now got to like the profitable side where you can take on the risk without really worrying about it so much. So you got to give yourself that little bit of a buffer. So that I don't hope that helps. And again, we'll kind of struggle with that, and it took me a long time to get through it. And I still kind of like there's like a little bit of a push that I still need to keep going. But all these things I'm telling you is because I went through the same thing. So hopefully that helps. I don't know.
It's fully a mindset thing with this type of trading too. And I'll tell you one thing is there's no sex appeal in this type of trading. Everyone's about look at my win rate, look at my win rate. Like congratulations, you make half an hour on all your trades. To me, there had to be a better way, right? What's the better way? The better way is just like absorbing the losses, knowing you're trading well, knowing that when you get a winner, it's going to trump 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 losses. So who cares if you have 3 losses in a row? If you catch one trade, you're well in the green for the day. Also, on the other side, if we're only making 1 to 2 R per trade or half an hour per trade, when you lose a trade, it hurts because you're like, damn it, like now I actually have to win a trade to break even. Now you lose 2 or 3 trades in a row and you're like, damn, like I gotta win like 3 or 4 trades now to break even. So it's really discouraging. Whereas with this type of trading style that we're doing, is I can lose 1, 2, 3, 4 trades and be like, I know the next one is going to be this trade that we're in right here, and those losses are going to be completely negligible, right? It's a big mindset shift, largely, and I can't sit around and show people my P&L and be like, check it out. I had 5 losers, 1 winner, and we were green because they don't understand the concept. All they see is 5 losers. Oh my God, this guy has no idea what he's doing. He lost 5 times, got lucky once, and now he's green. That's absolutely not it. And this is how most retail thinks is you have to be green most of the time. No, you don't. So I learned a wise lesson back when I was younger. Someone told me, whatever 90% or 95% of the crowd is doing, do the opposite, you'll be further ahead. And this is a life lesson, not a trading lesson. If 95% of the people are saying, do this, go here, do that, it's probably the wrong thing and there's probably a better avenue. Because let's be real, 95% of the people in the world just get in the way and only 5% of the people in the world make stuff happen, right? So we've got to, I'm a numbers guy. I simply just play the numbers. And when I sat back and looked at the numbers on stuff like this, I said, I don't want to be green all the time. I don't want every trade to be green because in order for every trade to be green, I can't be making good money or consistent good money. So we reverted to this, and at least for me, this fits my style very well, and I enjoy showing people and helping you guys out. Because trust me, there's room in the market for everyone. I'm finger on the button here at the 4,000. This is big psych level, over under can't break out. I might be going a little bad retail on this, but like this 4,000 is just not wanting to drive here. We'll give it another second or two to let it drive. We're well in the green. It is a Friday. I don't want to get greedy and have this trade on all day. I would love this 0675 target, But like, let's be real. If we're trading what we see, not what we think or what we hope, this 4,000 over under is definitely a psych area, right? This is a big whole dollar. Right now we're holding it, squeezing. See if we get this push. I'm gonna flat on that push, and this is a good trade. High of day is very much in the cards, by the way. You know, as Wade and Carlos were talking there, I was really watching the price action around the 4,000. And even though we're over 4,000 right now, we've got to prove to hold big, and get a big push to and through high of day. If I'm long from, 75, am I going to fart around 2 points up here? I mean, arguably you could. Again, it's Friday. 4,000 is here. We're trying to hold. We might hold, might not hold. We just kill it there and have a good Friday. Definitely not a ramen Friday.
I think 4006 would be where we get some kind of push down. But if we squeeze through that, then I think, and they're really trying to push it up through here. A lot of buying imbalances up here.
Right on.
Yeah, man. That was a good trade, though, man. Good stuff.
I think I'm going to push this live session to YouTube, all of it. I think I have my first loss on a recording. So for the YouTube side of things, I'll kill the recording.